I can't just give you game for free, my shit be sold out. Yo niggas came and worked with me, yo niggas sold out. I dump it all about the clip, my shit be sold out. You let my show, you get them hits, my shit be sold out.
My shit be sold out.
Welcome, wonderful people. Here it is, another glorious Jack and Jen Sunday. Thank Father God we're here to see it.
Absolutely.
Either way it go. I don't necessarily have a rant for today. But I do have a public service announcement that kind of ties into what we're gonna get in today. If you got folks that's ill in the ER, in the hospital, ICU, or a standing recovery room, and you got the time, go see them while they're in there.
Right.
Go advocate for them while they're in there. Because it's not the hospital's job to do so. It's just the hospital's job to take care of them and get them out as quick as possible.
Yes.
So if you got somebody that's in there, struggling with health, I mean, it's hard to fight certain things when you feel like mentally you alone, because people mentally give up before their body does, and the body follows the mind. If I'm not mistaken.
What's too short? Yep.
So if a person's mind is going downhill, their body will follow. But if they find somebody that gives them the motivation to keep pushing and to keep going, their body will recover if it's meant to be so. Now, certain things you can't recover from, and I got that. But if you got the mental capacity, the time, space, and opportunity to go visit loved ones in the hospital, whatever the case may be, do that. Stop making
Absolutely.
excuses, because you're going to sit there, you got to live with the guilt. If they don't make it, Father God, if they don't make it, now you got to sit there and live with the guilt. If you got a human heart beating in your chest, and last time I checked, everybody that's alive, their heart is beating. If you feel some kind of way, you're going to feel some kind of way after if they don't make it, and you're sitting there like, man, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I did this, or I wish I did that, or seeing this person more, or communicating with that person, on certain days, even if you got to set up a schedule to do so, communicate with that person, because
Absolutely.
it goes a long way. It can go a long way.
Yep. I get up and travel quick. Brother, no, I'll pop up.
He will, and he did.
Yep.
He did.
Out.
Only reason
Boom.
why he didn't come up when I had a stroke is because I told him not to.
Facts. Shit. What? Said, you need me to come up there and get you?
But he was
That's
up there like 2 days
my
after I
first
got out the
lady.
hospital. Only reason why he didn't come up there the day after I got out the hospital because he was waiting on somebody. Because they wanted to put eyes on me too.
Yep. Yeah.
Put eyes, ears on your loved ones, man. Because like Candace said, tomorrow isn't promised.
Right.
Love on your people today.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't put it off.
No.
Absolutely.
That's why I put it off to a point to where either you reading about it in a funeral sheet, or you sitting there over a dead body or urn or whatever the case may be, talking about, man, this and up. And look here, when I go, because time is inevitable,
Mm-hmm.
speak the truth about me.
Man, what? What? I want you to be grandpa on Boondocks. He was an asshole, but he was my asshole. Speak the
Speak the
truth.
truth.
Fact.
Right.
Fact.
Speak the
Don't
truth.
sugarcoat. Don't sugarcoat shit.
Not a
Come with
damn thing.
and the reason why you shouldn't is because I ain't gonna sugarcoat you.
Ain't at all.
So
If
what
you
you
owe me
see is what you get.
If you owe me $100 and you gone, hey, I'm gonna let people know you owe me money.
Facts. Fact. And I'm gonna point down the line of your kids. One of y'all.
Like one of y'all
Y'all
come
be,
on, look,
yeah.
one of y'all or the collection of y'all, split it up. I don't care. Run me my coin.
Yep. Yep. You gotta pay back taxes on the house and shit. You owe me too. Just add
Yeah,
my
something,
100 to that. Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Fact. Yeah. He ain't lying. He ain't
Look,
lying, people. Be
look
with it.
at it. At an insurance policy or something. Shit, run it.
Right.
No
Right.
matter.
Speaking of that, everybody get one, please.
That's for sure.
Okay. Everybody get a life insurance policy. It don't cost that much.
You
For
don't.
real. First of all, let's cheers, because brother got a cup in his hand. Look at you know what I mean. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm, hmm I
Look,
saved that just in case because I knew today was gonna be one of those days.
look, and
You know
I
what I
and
mean?
look, people.
Mm-hmm.
To get into it, but not to get into it. I had an advocate to me, for me, Miss Candace Douglas. Look,
Yes.
was there every day of every second, putting
Facts.
out information of what was going on.
Facts.
Everybody was kept up and in tune to what was going on. Look, shout out to her,
Yeah. For
because I
real.
don't know if y'all know it. Them hospital beds and chairs and shit like that is
It's not
not
comfortable.
comfortable
It's not comfortable at all. Not comfortable. I was
at
there
all.
for all of about 6 hours and was red to go. So with sis being in there for weeks, hey, much love to you, sis. For real.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
I was
And happy birthday.
look, was in there to get into it. I was in there for a strong 3.5 weeks.
Straight up. Straight up. So we gonna skip over my rant because bro already done jumped into it. So we'll get to that in here because
Yeah,
he in it now. Yeah, yeah,
I was in
yeah.
there for 3.5 weeks in the ICU. I wasn't in like a regular hospital bed or a regular hospital. I was in the ICU,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
intensive care.
Intensive care for forever. Seems
It
like.
seemed like, yeah,
So not to diminish what bruh's about to say. To add on to what he's getting ready to speak on, bruh went into the hospital the same time mom went in the hospital. He knew mom
yeah,
was going to the hospital. We didn't know he was going to the hospital.
you know,
So mom going to the hospital March 3rd.
yeah,
Bruh
yeah.
goes into the hospital March 4th.
Right.
And I sent him a what's up with mom. He tell me he going to the hospital for his situation, and this is where we've been
Yeah, yeah. And
since
like,
March 4th.
yep. So I mean, they went down and to take care of mom, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna be sitting by the phone ready because I couldn't make the trip.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm gonna be sitting by the phone ready. Lies I told myself. I went to the hospital. It was a Tuesday. I'll never forget it. That fateful
Sure was.
Tuesday. I went to the hospital because um, suffering from gallstones, and I don't know if anybody's ever gallstones and um uh shit. I forgot what the mother stones. I forgot what they were called.
Um,
Um,
I know what you're talking about. I can't get the word out of my mouth either. I see it too.
kidney stones. There you
Kidney
go.
stones.
Are not the same.
Fuck no. I
Yeah,
thought was
yeah.
no.
They're not the same. Kidney
Yeah.
stones can be passed if they're small enough. Gallstones, regardless of the size, cannot be passed.
So I'm over here
So
telling bruh, hey, bruh, I know your shit hurt. Hey, us, drink some cranberry juice. It's fiber bars. You know, then when bruh said, bruh, I ain't ate in 2 days. I said, whoa, we got a
yeah,
problem.
yeah. And to be just to be frank, I ain't went to the bathroom, shit, bowel movement, whatever you want to call it. By the time I went to the hospital, it had been a week.
Yeah, yeah. That's also alarming, people.
Yes, very.
Shit.
If you
We are
ain't going
we are
every
daily
day,
goers.
every other day, twice a day, whatever your regular schedule is, if it's thrown off to the point, listen to your doggone factory. Go
Yes, sir.
get that shit checked out.
Yes, sir. Even if you don't have a doctor, at least go to the ER. They'll
Some
point you in the right direction.
right, right. You ain't supposed to be holding on to any. That's why it's called waste. You're supposed to be getting rid of it.
Fact.
And if you
That's
ain't,
it.
you need to go get it checked out.
Yes.
And I went on a Tuesday to get, and they did the endoscopy, the scope. Well, they got to go down your throat with the little camera to see what's going on. And I had that done on Wednesday, I believe. And
Mm-hmm.
they removed my gallbladder. The surgery supposedly had went fine. Everything's okay, you know. And then I get discharged because they kept me a night to make sure that everything was in the proper place and everything went well. I had a bad reaction to the outpatient pain medication that they gave me.
Yeah.
A very bad reaction.
Very.
Um, to the point to where one of the side effects was struggling breathing. Last time and if you don't know anything about that, your body needs oxygen. And I couldn't breathe.
Fact.
I was, it was like that.
Gasping for air.
Yeah. And you
Whew.
talking about scared, because you can't breathe.
What?
You don't die immediately. Your body goes unconscious. And last time all your involuntary movements that your body does, when you go unconscious, that's what your body continues to do because it's involuntary. You don't have to be um, awake for it to happen. So
Right.
it's pretty much you go to sleep when it really comes down to it. Um, and I couldn't breathe. Couldn't breathe. Went straight back to the yard. This is a day after I got let out. Went and got the medicine from the pharmacy, came back to the house. Everything was good. I mean, you don't, you, besides the fact that I could barely use my cord because that's where they cut into to remove the gallbladder. I have 5 holes on the right side. He's a stubborn ass, but that might, whatever. I am
Yeah.
stubborn. We ain't
Yes.
gonna lie about that. Everybody knows that. But when I got in that situation and I felt the way I felt, we went back to the ER that night. Had to put me in a wheelchair to get me from the car into the ER because I couldn't walk. Um, so once they got me in there and got me into the ER and started pumping me full of, well, I ain't gonna say start pumping me full of meds, but they did CT scans, and it continued to happen. The reactions to the medicine continued to happen throughout that night.
Yep.
Um,
All medicines are not built equal, ladies and gentlemen.
no,
It's
no,
just so you know.
and you can have bad reactions to a lot of medicine that you're put on, and listen to your factory, folks. You know, you're gonna hear
Yeah.
me say that a lot today, but when it came down to it, what they found out after they removed the gallbladder and everything like that, I had pancreatitis, um, which is where your pancreas is starting to shut down and fail on you. Had scar tissue forming in my pancreas and everything like that. So they decided to go in and put stents
Mm-hmm.
uh, into my pancreatic bile duct. And once they did that, they couldn't get to where they wanted to put the stent in because there was too much scar tissue. Because
Yep.
apparently I've been suffering from pancreatitis, excuse me, for a while now, for some years, and never went to
Years.
go get it checked out because I'm just stubborn and hard headed like that. But finally got it checked out. I didn't have cancer, Father God. You know the scar tissue on the mass on my pancreas is not cancer. So I'm gonna be here for a little bit longer. I'm not that easy to get rid of. I'm like a cockroach around this motherfucker.
Clearly, this is round two in the last couple of years. Goddamn.
So um, the hospital or where I was at, they didn't have the ability to take care of what needed to be taken care of, so I got transferred to somewhere else. Once I got to this other
Mm-hmm.
ICU, then they have a little bit more capabilities and things like that. So they was able to check this and check that and whatever case may be because the hospital was bigger. Now, when I
Yeah.
got transferred, let me pick these notes up here. Like bro said, like I
Hold on.
told
First
bro
off,
earlier.
before yeah, I was about to say before he jumps into this, there's 7 to 8 pages
Yeah,
of
yeah,
information on here. Shout out to Sis for putting all this information out. But
yeah, for
again,
sure.
this is vital information for all of us to get. Now, you might not want to hear all this shit, but damn it, you need to learn it. 'Cause
Right.
somebody in your family, somebody in your circle is going through this, and now you understand that it's not a kidney stone.
It's not. It's
It's
not.
something. It's something a little deeper.
It's
So
deeper. It's a little bit more painful. But before I got transferred, I forgot about this part. I had hiccups,
yeah,
and getting the hiccups when you have a abdominal surgery or abdominal pain, hiccups is not the business. Hiccups, they gave me medicine for the hiccups, which were we found out later that this is what they usually give cancer patients after we told them I didn't have cancer. I had a terrible reaction to that.
fact.
So when I had a reaction to that, my growing area, and once again I was struggling to breathe. And they had my blood pressure. No, that wasn't the time when my blood pressure. Yes, it was the time when my blood pressure had dropped. Um, y'all can understand something about this blood pressure. Uh, Regardless of your race, gender, whatever the case may be, do not let these doctors tell you that, well, you're this, that, and the other, so you have a tendency for high blood pressure. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Get your blood pressure under control.
yeah.
Yeah, my blood pressure dropped 65 over 50, which is
Which
pretty
is
much needed.
dead.
Yeah.
Which is dead. yeah,
And
yeah.
my blood pressure already daily is an issue because I'm a previous stroke patient. So
Mm-hmm.
blood pressure is an issue. Blood clots for
Mm-hmm.
anybody is an issue, but especially for stroke patients, blood clots are an issue as well,
Yep.
which
Yep.
is something that they was keeping an eye on, make sure I didn't have any blood clots. But anyway, I got transferred to another institute, and that's where they kept me in the ICU the longest. I was in the ICU for 3 or 4 days prior to, um, and I'm gonna say this to say that like this time I'm incoherent as shit.
Bad. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Out of there.
this is another reason why you need advocacy from someone that gives two shits about your goofy ass. Because
Uh-huh.
if it wasn't for Candace, I'm incoherent. I
Yeah.
can't pick up the phone and call, bro. I can't pick up the phone and call my mom or my dad or my loved ones, my grandparents, and then shout out to everybody that, what I'm saying, made the trip to come see me. Like, I couldn't call nobody because I can't even pick up
Yep.
the phone. I
Yep.
didn't even have my phone near me
It's a
for
lot
these
of
people
your.
to
It's
have.
a lot of your. It's a lot. I'm about to say it's a lot of folks that's out there right now that don't have nobody to call. You don't know they're in the hospital.
Yeah,
You don't know that
right,
they're going through something.
right.
They don't have. They don't have a group, a person that's gonna hit up the group. It's gonna let everybody know what's going on. You might want to
Yep.
think about that.
So, so when I got to the other institution, I ain't gonna name no names. Um, uh, Internal bleeding had become an issue. So my bowel movements look like lava.
Yeah.
I was bleeding out so much blood, and then I turned. Apparently, at one point in time, I had turned into the Exorcist instead of that green vomit shit. For the people that seen the movie, it was blood, like blood.
Literally. Yeah.
So when they're going in, they went into both of my femoral arteries, which is the main artery that travels down your legs. Um, Basically, if those get severed, like you bleed out within 3 to 4 minutes, or whatever the case may be. Just like the arteries, the equivalent to the arteries, the big ones in your neck, you have one that runs down both of your arms. So they went in to suture those off to control the internal bleeding. They had to go on one leg at one point in time, and then later on, they went into the other leg as well. So I have two scars on the inside of my legs from where they went in and tried to tap and um, cut off the internal bleeding. Um, the human body, an average adult, has 12 units of blood. All said and done, they gave me 16.
Shit, that's crazy.
I'm gonna let y'all do the math on that one.
Right, right. Dropping like flies now.
They had to give me a whole human's body's worth of blood.
It's crazy.
Okay, the Incredible Hulk moment. All right, see, because we all agreed, the three of us, me, Candace, and Bro, all agree on this one. The Incredible Hulk moment was after I got transferred, night one, two, whichever it was, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Um, basically, they had put so much dyes and medicine and things like that at me. I was having a bad reaction to everything. My kidneys are starting to fail at this point, and I don't. If you don't know, once your kidneys start to give out, you have to be on. Y'all probably know somebody that's on dialysis for the rest of their life.
That.
Um,
Yeah.
so I had a bad reaction to everything that they were doing because they were doing so many things at
Putting
once
so
and not
much
giving.
shit in them.
Right. They're not giving my body enough time. The way they didn't have a choice. They couldn't give my body enough time to process and filter out what was going on. So um, it's called. I think it's called an A line, where they put for the dialysis and everything like that. They put an IV inside your neck,
Uh-huh.
and for some reason whatsoever, I don't know,
Oh, we
but
know.
I felt like, yeah, well, of course, yeah. Um, bad reaction to the dyes for the CT scans, the dyes for the MRI scans, and and everything like that. So, in my infinite wisdom, which I wasn't there at the time, y'all don't judge me,
Hmm.
I reach
Hmm.
up and I pull this IV out of my neck.
That's
So
one.
I'm squirting blood everywhere.
Remember now, they got a pump 16. Remember this, we all this pumping. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Keep going. You
So
ain't through.
there was blood squirting out of my neck from what I've been told,
Hmm.
because mentally I wasn't there. So I'm being real belligerent at this point in time, talking crazy to any and everybody, including Candace, that was around me, because and they're saying it's just a medicine and everything like that. It's not him. He's not there. Don't take anything that's coming out of his mouth personally, because he's having bad reactions and everything like that. So after they tightened this up, it
Still
took
going there.
5 nurses. It took 5 nurses. Um, yeah, it took 5 nurses to hold me down because I have
Nothing.
incisions in my legs, and if I keep moving, they're gonna come back open. Um, the particular fact that I'm sitting here, old faithful in blood out the side of my neck. It took that many people to hold me down. It's not because I'm that strong. It's just because they're trying to keep me from causing more harm to myself. It ain't about causing harm around to
Yeah.
the people around me. It's about me causing harm to myself.
Yeah.
So it gets to the
Yeah.
point to where they have to strap me down to the bed like I'm in an insane asylum or some shit. I'm strapped down to the bed. They have weights on my legs to keep me from moving. Cause I was trying to get up and get the fuck up out of there,
Yep.
knowing that
Yep.
I shouldn't have been trying to get the fuck up and get up out of there.
Yep.
These people are sitting here, trying to do their best to help me and to make sure that my physical condition doesn't get worse, and I'm sitting there fighting them about it.
I mean, what did they? What I mean, you was in there for forever by that time. We 2 weeks
No,
in by then. You know what I mean?
no,
No, oh
no.
yeah, not the first time. Not the first
Yeah,
time.
I was like 2, 3 days in.
Yeah, yeah, not the first time. Yeah, yeah. Damn.
So, you know, and this is, and after all that, then they put me on the dialysis machine. If you're not aware what the dialysis machine is, one, look it up.
Yeah. Right.
And two, it helps to filter your blood because your kidneys aren't filtering the way they're supposed to be filtered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that should make sense. If your oil filter on your car is not working properly, what do? You change the oil filter.
Can't do it.
In this case, you can't change your kidneys. So they hook you up to this machine, and I posted the pictures of the dialysis machine um, that I was stretched out on, and a lot of people were like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
That boy looked like he looked like goddamn Captain America in there.
Yeah, I was warmed over. I mean, I was about I was about 9 toes in the ground at that point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
One, and I was holding on to by the pinky toe. When the big toe I was holding on by, it was by the pinky toe.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so it got scary, and one of the scariest things for me, because it's never happened before, was being put under,
yeah.
and
Oh man.
that was a time where I woke up and did my best Incredible Hulk impression because I was put under, and when I woke up, I wasn't familiar with the environment. Wasn't nobody around me that I knew, even though Candace tried to tell them that, hey, I have a stuffed lion. His name is Leo. It was given to me before
Yeah,
my first deployment to Iraq, and he goes everywhere with me usually.
yeah, yeah.
So
You better
when I
find
woke
Leo.
up, yeah, when I woke up and he wasn't there, Candace wasn't there. These are my comfort levels, folks. This is what keeps me calm in the face of some bullshit. Um,
Fact.
I went absolutely psycho on him, and I'm bleeding at this point. And in
Yeah.
my head, I'm somewhere else completely. I'm not in my head. I'm not in the hospital. I ain't
He's
gonna tell the
fully
story.
in his head. He's fully functional. In his head,
Yeah,
he's Iron Man.
yeah. I'm ready to go.
Whole different
I'm
spot.
black in my head. I'm Black Panther.
I'm out of here, guy. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Mm,
Catch these hits, catch these slaps,
look,
catch these kicks. The
and
beeline.
nurses. Just in case y'all don't know, nurses cannot defend themselves.
Yeah.
It is actually against regulation, hospital rules, illegal, whatever. Nurses cannot defend themselves.
Yep. That's so true. That's true. It's crazy, but it's true.
Found that out while I was in there,
Yep.
which
Yeah.
which makes absolute no. So, I mean, they have patience, and y'all don't give nurses enough credit. Some of them, just like teachers, do the job because they love it. Some of them just do it for a paycheck, and I got it. Fortunately, by the grace of God, I was surrounded by a bunch of nurses that do the job because they love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to all the nurses, man, that took care of bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And one of them was a Navy vet.
Mm-hmm.
His name was when and we don't name drop, but this dude was, you want to talk about be on point with some shit?
Right. He wouldn't want his name dropped no way.
That mother boy,
Yeah.
if I hit
Yeah.
that
He was on
button,
his shit though.
that motherfucker, he was in that door kicked open
Yeah.
square.
Good people. Good
Not,
people.
you know what I'm saying? Me and him are, they're not allowed to get patients contact, even though they have it. they're not allowed to contact patients after the fact either, which is just ridiculous to me. But
Yeah, I build a relationship with you, and then I'm not supposed to contact you just to
right,
check on you. Hey, great,
right,
everything good.
yeah,
Here if you need
that makes
anything, that's a normal. I would assume. I would thought.
yeah, yeah. But they had me on dialysis for about 2 days. Um, couldn't move, couldn't get up because I was consistently on the dialysis machine. I didn't go in, to do the dialysis, then get off. My blood stayed getting filtered for almost 2 days,
Yeah,
to make sure, that my kidneys, pretty much after what was done to my body, made my kidneys say, "All right, we out of here." They had to jumpstart my kidneys, um, and everything like that for my kidneys to say, "All right, okay, we cool."
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I was
Especially
almost
now
out of
that
here.
that's all the drugs out.
Yeah. So I was almost out of here because of that. No, we don't follow the rules though. We never. Yeah, no, no, it is what it is.
Yeah,
It
fact.
is what it is. So we keep in contact with those nurses. That's why we're not gonna name drop because
Mm-hmm.
we're violating the Hippocratic oath or whatever the case may be. Um, but in the meantime, I had 6 operations within a week's time, and it wasn't. There was like 2 or 3 a day,
Yeah, yeah. I
so
was
it
getting a
wasn't.
I was getting a message. Kansas sent me a message in the morning.
Yeah,
We're waiting on the procedure. Like, okay, he 9 o'clock. He's out. He's out of his procedure.
right.
5 o'clock. Here we going into another goddamn procedure. What? Wait, what?
And what y'all gotta understand is that all these procedures I was put down for.
Yeah, yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
no, general local anesthetic or anything like that. And I wasn't like getting a tooth pulled where they just numb, excuse me, the gums around that particular area. I was,
Hey, count back from 10.
and didn't make it to 9.
Right, straight up. They got some shit in there, boy.
Look, that anesthesiologist, that motherfucker right there, they literally have someone's life in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, because if they're off one way to the left or one way to the right, up, down, diagonal, whatever the fuck you want to look at it, you don't come back.
Yeah, it's game over.
Well, you can come back. It's just they're gonna have to do a lot of work to get your ass to come back.
Yeah, yeah.
It ain't like they snap their fingers and then all of a sudden, and you
Right,
awake and you're on your way home.
right.
That's not what that is.
Yeah.
Um, so I had about 6 surgeries, endoscopics where they, going down throat, going inside my abdomen and everything like that. Within 2 or 3 days. So being put down, it's like not starting a car for damn near a month straight. It's gonna struggle a little bit when it comes down to the normal everyday bodily functions. So I had to struggle with that coming back from the anesthesia,
Mm-hmm.
struggling with the dialysis, struggling coming back from the anesthesia. And you think you don't sleep in the in the ER. The ICU is just as bad.
You get no sleep. They bothering you every hour on the hour.
Yep.
Doing
Well,
something, taking blood, using your samples. Let me see what's
yep.
up with you. Can you move this? Can you say this? Can you?
You know, and
but
then the
hey,
picture you saw,
but hey,
those little green wraps on my legs in the pictures. It's because I couldn't get up. So those are to simulate walking to keep me from getting blood cramps and blood clots and swelling and my legs swole.
yeah.
Oh, did they swell up?
Oh, buddy, buddy. Mm-hmm.
So they swole up bad. I didn't walk for mm, about 2.5, 3 weeks. I couldn't walk.
Yep, yep. Think around the first time you started walking is when I got up there.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's and and you want to talk about just being and this is yeah, I couldn't fit in my slides. We talking about
Yeah.
slides. We ain't talking about tying up shoes. My feet were so
Right.
swollen I couldn't even fit in my slides. Um and we talking about and we about to dig into this. I want to get into this before we what I'm saying, before we get up out of here. I mean, but neither here nor there. Uh couldn't walk. They wouldn't let me go anywhere because I was a hazard to myself at
Mhm.
one point in time. So, and plus with me having a stroke before, um, you want to talk about getting set back, and that this we I didn't even get into everything that happened in there. We're just kind of like skipping ahead of shit and just what I'm saying, just hitting it
Yeah.
here and there.
Getting you the nuts and bolts.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You can't give you
yeah,
everything. We'll be on here for all day.
yeah. No, because um, it was that severe uh, with the internal bleeding alone. It was that severe. When you're talking about, when you're internal bleeding in organs and your body is starting to triage what organs should get the little blood that I had left
Yeah, right.
in my body.
Right.
And the two times where they had to put antibiotics because some of the blood that they gave me, regardless, you can filter this and you can go back and do this with people that give blood. There's only they are certain precautions that they take, but once it starts to mix with shit, it's just like when you put body wash with your skin and it mixes together. It's a different smell. It doesn't smell like it does straight out the bottle. So when the blood
Mhm.
mixed with some of my organs, it didn't mix well. Let me put it that way. So my body is fighting off whatever infection that this blood is trying to introduce into my factory and what I got going on. So there were two times where my core body temperature spiked. One time it was 102 to 103, and the other time was 104 or higher. Um,
Mhm.
it got to the point to where you know how I reacted to it. You know how you get a little shiver, just because your body got cold. Just
Yep.
imagine doing that. My body was seasoned. I'm locking up. I'm shaking. I feel extremely cold, but it wasn't me being cold. It was my body temperature shooting up, trying to fight off this infection. So once I got my body core body temperature down, um, they put me on antibiotics, which had to be done intravenously because they didn't want me to try to swallow anything. So between the IV, the saline, and the antibiotics they was pumping to me through me every 30 minutes or so, and there's only 24 hours in a day, folks.
You know what I'm
But it felt
saying?
like
Oh,
there was,
same.
there felt like it was more. Um, it was you want to talk about a very, and I said, and I'm saying this, and I'm saying it again. You want to talk about just being scared?
Not knowing the unknown, the literal version of unknown.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
every
because
time they
you don't know
introduce,
what the hell's going on.
no, every time they introduced something else to my body, I had no idea how I was going to react to it because I've
Yeah.
I've reacted bad to everything else they've tried to do.
Yep. Yep. Ooh wee, bro, man. Woo. So
So,
from a supporter's perspective, just
mhm.
imagine, what he's going through, people. So when you say that you don't have time for your folks, listen to the story. Yeah, the people that you're going through this with, they're not gonna tell you this. A lot of them ain't gonna go through all this because you wasn't right there or you wasn't in the mix.
Yeah,
So they're not gonna go through the whole spiel with you. So imagine you just got, 30, 40 minutes of this.
yeah,
Excuse me. You just got 40 minutes of this. So come on, get with your people.
yeah,
The people next to you is scary. It's a scary moment for them
hmm
because we used to we just watched Superman come back from an injury. We just watched Superman just jump back up from having a stroke. So why we what now we got to watch Superman go through this too?
And that's one thing I want to touch on just to piggyback. I'm glad you brought that up because it's about to slide right into it. Um, for Candace, it was the scariest month of her life,
Yeah,
you know,
hell
and
yeah,
not only does that person go through it, but their closest loved ones go through it as well.
yeah,
You know, I mean,
yep.
me, I'm in touch with my mortality. I got my urn picked out right now and everything. Got it. That doesn't mean I want to go. I'm just ready to go, which is not the
I'm
same.
prepared.
Yeah, it's not the same at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm prepared to go. That don't mean I'm ready to get up out of here.
Yeah, no, I still got shit to do. But the mental
Yeah,
aspect, y'all, we were talking about the recovery period. The physical recovery is there. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. I can't see it because everything is inside. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, I broke my foot or broke my leg or anything like that. And now, after a certain amount of time, they take the cast off and they put you in the boot or whatever the case may be. You can see that recovery happening.
yeah, yeah.
I can't see any recovery happening,
Right.
you know. And coming back from the stroke, I had the stroke in 2023, June. And the month I went in for the gallbladder surgery, which was supposed to be nothing, let me go ahead and say this, nothing is just that simple when it comes down to being cut open and operated on. Nothing. 6 months.
Yep.
6 months. It's been 4.
Yeah.
So, and that's just to recover from that. I'm trying to tell you, the mental part that I got set back so hard. Yeah, like yesterday was bad for me because you know what I'm saying, and I may have done this to myself. I was going back through my old photos and looking at videos of me in the gym and you know what I'm saying, dumbbell bench pressing 125 and bench pressing
Mm-hmm.
315 and doing all this
Mm-hmm.
shit. Depressed the fuck out of myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I knew it would.
I'm shit. I'm depressed right now. Like I have days where I just sit back and I just sit there and just hold back tears because I don't want to let them out.
But you know you should.
And then yeah, absolutely 100%. I know
Mm-hmm.
I should. And if you got to
Mm-hmm.
look for y'all, look, if you got to cry, man, just let it happen.
For
And you know
real.
what I'm saying? It's coming from I'm saying it, and then at the same time I'm saying I don't, man, I should.
Mm-hmm. The stress level that is off of you once you let yourself cry, because then you get to say to yourself, because after you let that emotion out, guess what you get to say to yourself? Breathe and say, "Thank God I'm still here."
Father God.
Because there's a lot of people that is still pushing that will when they pass, they will still pushing 135 dumbbells, but they can't do it no more. You feel me?
Yeah.
So because you down here with me now pushing these 50s,
That's
enjoy it, nigga.
if
Yeah.
I can get. That's even if I can get. No, I don't even know if I can. I could probably do a push up. Um,
See? Hey, but that's progress. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like everything that we do, bro, it's all about you got to start over. So when
yeah,
you start over, you got to start from scratch. Yes, it's gonna piss you off. Yes, it's gonna trigger you. Yes, you're gonna have those depression days where you used to, like you said, look through the photos and be like, damn, man, shit, I used to bench 400. Yeah, you stopped doing that a long time ago though, for a reason.
right. They
So
absolutely.
we're gonna get you back. We're gonna get you back to your strength. We're
Yeah,
just
but I'm
gonna
not
do
fixed.
it in a different way,
Yeah, it ain't
and
gonna be like that.
it's gonna be faster and stronger than what you was when you was lifting those heavy ass weights for absolutely no goddamn
Well,
reason.
well, at the time there was a reason. I
There
had
was
an
no
ego.
reason
I had an ego back
that
then.
well besides that. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But yeah, that's all it is just a trigger. And that's it. Like I said, well, that's what everything in life. But that's what this is for.
Yeah.
It's for that lesson. You know what I mean? And it's a fucked up way to have a goddamn lesson. Shit.
So for y'all, for and we don't compare. 'Cause comparison is a thief of joy. Um, you feel like you mentally like there's some days, honestly, man, getting out of bed is a struggle for me.
Yeah. Oh, I bet, man. Shit. After that,
Like like I don't even want to get out of bed.
we're talking about less than 2 years.
Yeah.
People of pain and recovery,
Yeah.
and pain and recovery. Hell yeah, bro. Struggle.
Pushing back through it. I mean, August, because actually I was supposed to be back in the gym the same month I went to the hospital. So I went to the hospital for a reason because clearly I wasn't ready. Um, in August, I want to push back and try to get back in there slowly, but hey, it depends on because I go back in next month for another procedure.
Uh huh. Uh
So
huh.
it depends on how I recover from that.
Yep.
If you're not familiar with stents, they put in stents in places where they're trying to get something open. Like me, in my case, is my bile ducts. My uncle's case, it was the veins, his major veins and arteries in his heart and his neck and in his legs, so his blood can flow better. So it lowers the risk of him getting blood clots and things like that. So if you're not familiar with stents, that's their purpose. So I didn't, and in my infinite wisdom, I didn't know that they could be taken out, but apparently they can. And I'm supposed to go in there for a procedure to get them taken out next month. So y'all, shit, continue to pray for that to
Mm-hmm.
see how that goes. Um, but my stubbornness, I apply it to the simple fact that I won't sit down.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to live where I'm at right now. I don't have a
Yeah.
choice now because I
Yeah.
have to recover.
Yep.
But after, what I'm saying, in the process of this recovery, mentally is the hardest. Living in your mind can be detrimental to you. Depends on what's going on in your helmet at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been living in my mind. Like I said yesterday, and today are bad days for me. And every once in a while, you'll have them, but you can't live in that bad day. Bro says it all the time.
What?
When
What?
he, what I'm saying, when he's on his morning walks. If you ain't seen it, he posts them damn near every day.
Damn near. It ain't raining. The cold as a motherfucker outside.
And what I'm saying, when I'm sitting here, drinking my coffee or my tea in the morning, which I've been drinking a lot of tea here lately.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking
I'm,
about,
you know what I'm
broski.
saying? Especially when it's been them nights I can't sleep, I get some chamomile tea, real hot, get some honey in there, and what I'm saying, just
I swear. Hey, look, not to cut you off, but the the reason why well, y'all don't know, but me and my family, our family is building a compound. The reason why I'm building this, it was my idea to start off with. Well, wasn't my idea, but I threw it out there because I wanted everybody to jump on board. Just come on home. But even if you don't come home, the reason why I'm building this area is not for me. Bruh needs tea and herbs and shit to get through his life. My mama needs tea and herbs and shit to get through her life. His mama need tea and herbs. We got brothers and cousins and aunties and uncles that needs healing within. And the best way to get that is through what we grow. We can't get most of the stuff like bro went to the as much as he went to the hospital and everybody was trying to help him. Look at how much his body was fighting off medicine, their type of medicine.
you know,
But as soon as he gets natural medicine and herbs and shit into his life, boom, we get healed faster. So that's why I'm building this community, this area the way that I am, because of people like my bro. There's no way in hell Superman ain't got no remedy.
Look,
You feel me? Superman
num
gotta have a remedy.
number kryptonite.
That's what we keep it over there, and that's that medicine.
Yeah. In certain situations, nothing but kryptonite. Now,
Mhm.
granted, you know what I'm saying, some of the medicine has helped, but
Yes,
when it comes down to making the recovery that I need to make and I know I can make, a lot of them ain't it.
a lot of them's gonna be natural. Starts with head first, of course.
Yeah,
We again, like bro said, you're gonna have those depressing moments. You're gonna have those troubled times. But make sure they are just that moments and not days. They don't linger. They don't put you in a rut. They don't keep you in that mindset. Because once you start to feel that negativity, you start to back living in that negativity.
you're right.
And now you can't get out of it. Now everything's fucked up. Now you fucked around. Now you back in the hospital. And it had nothing to do with what was going on the outside. It was everything that was going on the inside you that you was doing to yourself. Keep that in mind, peoples. I know
Most
some of y'all don't want to hear it because a lot of y'all are more stubborn than bruh. Bruh, listen, bruh know what's up. Bruh know how to fix himself.
yeah.
Plus, he know pick up the phone when shit he really hits the fan.
No, absolutely.
A lot of y'all don't do that. Shit really hits the fan, and you just want to hold it in, keep it to yourself. No, people. Yeah, come on now.
Got to. I get that because the healing process is a journey. It's not a destination.
Show ain't.
Because
It's
you, I mean,
woo, boy. Say
even
that
if you
again.
feel like you healed 100%, there's some healing that can still be done. And like I said, whether you can see it or not, the healing is still there.
Yes, sir.
You know, I
Yes,
can't, like I
sir.
said, I can't see a bunch of my healing. I can't see any of my healing. But at the same time, it still needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you feel it. You feel that healing when it, especially in certain times, certain moments. You feel the healing.
You know,
At them days that
because
you do, them days that you are able to get up out of bed easy.
easy.
You know what I
Because
mean? It's
them
gonna be
days,
days you gonna struggle, but them days that it's easy just to get on up, shit, that's them days that you praise the most.
and you push a little further on them days.
Mm-hmm. Because it was easy.
You got
Yep.
to. You got to push a little bit further. Them
Yeah.
stairs ain't as bad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Doing this because I had to. Because if you don't know, when you do have a stroke, and I lost 20 pounds while I was in these 3 weeks, in these 2.5 weeks too. That's
Boy,
one thing
what?
I forgot to.
Shit, brother, like he's back in high school.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't remember what's the last time I saw my shoulder bones or my hip bones or whatever the case may be. But
Boy,
I
what?
lost
Hey
20
man,
pounds.
I
I went,
I posted them videos this week. I said, damn.
yeah,
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm glad you're getting skinny. You needed it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. It's
yeah.
showing out. It's written all over your face. You look
It,
good,
it,
boy. You look
it,
good. You look damn good.
it's a little bit easier to move. I mean, but besides the days where I don't know, and a lot of people, if you're not familiar with a stroke and what it can do or what it does to your body, you know, different levels of it, of course. And
Yeah.
between 1 to 10, my stroke was probably about at an 8. Where I had to learn how to walk again. I'm still not able to 100% right,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm close.
Yeah.
That and being laid up and giving my muscles a chance to atrophy again, I have to go through that process all over again, which, like I said, mentally is depressing as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Gotta fight that.
yeah,
It's
I
daily
was
fight.
close. I felt like I was that close to pushing everything over the top and getting back to where I was, and then got set back,
Boom.
and now it has to be done again. That
Mm-hmm.
that the mental healing of that, the depression and the anxiety of that, feeling like you're never going to be who you used to be, which you won't, um,
You'll be a better version.
but you'll be a different version. Like, yeah, exactly.
You'll be a
You'll be a
better
different.
version. That's
You'll
that's the
be a
only
different
part
kind
that
of
we
strength.
hate. That's the thing that we hate about ourselves, bro. We want to go back to the old self because we thought it was bigger, faster, stronger then. But that new version of you that's getting ready to pop up,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Iron Man built a way better suit in 3 than he did in 1. But he had to go through the bullshit to get there.
Had to. So you gotta go through the bullshit to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And whether
Mm-hmm.
it's and it never be the old type of better. I'm looking forward to a different type of better at this
Oh
point.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if you're gonna be this new version of Superman. He a little weird.
I saw the preview for that, and I don't know if I can really
I'm not a fan.
co-sign with what's going on right there.
Not a fan. So
Yeah,
far, not a fan.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? Aquaman gonna have to be they savior.
You're gonna have to, because Batman ain't done went downhill. Never liked Wonder Woman.
Nope, that
Stop,
shit was ass.
either that or they gonna really have to dig into Cyborg,
Man, please,
which they ain't gonna do.
you ain't did a movie yet,
Mm-mm.
so I.
Just,
Uh,
just like that scary ass ain't gonna bring that Green Lantern or Martian Manhunter or anything like,
exactly.
because all those characters look like us.
They gotta let it die down first. That us movement gotta die down a little bit.
Yeah, they don't want to give us any more motivation
Look,
than we already have.
DC, understand something. The ship has sailed. Okay, we are here to stay. It's a wrap. Go on, make the movie. If you make the movie now, you will be $500 million in the cap when it's over.
So you can make a bullshit movie after that. Just give Cyborg, the Martian Manhunter, and what I'm saying, Green Lantern, John Stewart, give them their time.
Give them their time. Give them 3 movies and watch what you do after those 3 movies. You see why Marvel's around. Thank you, Blade. I'm just saying.
He kept Marvel alive when Marvel didn't have a chance to stay alive.
Didn't have shit.
If they didn't make them 3 Blade movies, and then they made the TV series that lasted for a little bit,
Come
but
on
people
now.
didn't really get into that.
Come on now. Then y'all got Spider-Man. And that wasn't even them. Just saying, y'all, you ain't got to listen to us, but if you
Yeah,
do, you're welcome.
yeah, you're welcome. Cut a little check though.
Yeah, Ironheart looks like some bullshit right now. I don't understand. I don't understand where Marvel's going. Why would you get her? Why? And I know you got to give her a part. I get it because she was a great spinoff in the Wakanda shit. Wakanda film. But to make her Ironheart,
Because they swore that next Iron Man was gonna be that little dude from, I think it was part 3.
yep. Uh-huh. You better. All I'm saying is, if she gonna be Ironheart, make sure she stays Ironheart.
Dang, they gonna give her a little bit of this, a little bit of shine, and then they're gonna come up with something different. They're gonna come up with something different, guarantee you. But hey, bro, hit him with the rant that you
Oh,
that you was gonna say.
oh, bro. Okay. So, this goes out to all the baby mamas. Okay, I just want to
Oh,
shout this go to y'all. All right, y'all notice as y'all was raising y'all kids, that's what y'all call them when they in y'all possession is y'all kids, or when they do something bad, they y'all, they do something good, they y'all kids. When they do something bad, they the daddy's kids. Um, y'all know y'all was mad at your baby daddy for being outside. Y'all wanted to be out there partying and shit. It being, it's y'all fault, right? Okay, so daddy wanted to be inside the whole time. Uh, and you could have been outside the entire time. All you had to do was do the thing that you didn't want to do, and that's go drop the kids off. The entire time you've been pissed off at him being outside, which only reason why he out there is because he bored. You going out there for fun. He going out there because he bored in the house. He ain't got nobody around. But oh, when he got the kids, he at the house. And he like being at the house. He don't mind being at the house. He
So
drink
what?
at the house.
So what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just paraphrasing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Only reason why he can do what he do is because you won't give him the responsibility he looking for.
Thank you, brother. You put the punctuation on top. That's what that was. The
Um,
responsibility that he asked for, you wouldn't give it to him. So he went outside. I'm doing this new lingo. He was out there partying, whatever you want to say. He was outside. And you mad that he outside. But he told you bring the kids. You can go outside whenever you want to. Just bring the kids up. Nah, you don't get the you don't I want independent. I want to do it myself. You ain't shit. Hmm.
hmm.
Hmm. Think about it, bro.
No, I
The
know that.
whole time you pissed off at the baby daddy because he outside. Again, he bored. That's why he out there. It's because he don't have his kids. You wanted to be outside, and the person that'll let you go outside as much as you want to is the person that, like bro said, want the responsibility, want their kids in their life, want them to be around. Don't want to be outside. You don't get to.
Only reason why he loose is because you let him loose.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
Now imagine you can go out there and be hoish all you want to. As long as the kids at the pop's house, he don't care what you do.
And don't. And really don't.
He'll give a fuck what you doing. So be mad at yourself that you didn't get to if your kids is grown now. Be mad at yourself that you didn't get to play outside because you want to be bitter towards your baby daddy. And for the ones that have little ones right now, go drop them kids off at their daddy house, and I guarantee you go play outside as long as you want to. He don't give a fuck.
Y'all put that in y'all bucket.
I'm just saying.
Continue to enjoy y'all day. This was more an informational show versus woe is me. Don't feel bad for me. I'm gonna be all right.
Salute, take a shot, celebrate that we here, and let's watch the progression because brother's about to he's about to start doing his damn testimony.
You know?
Okay, yeah, we gonna do this testimony around here.
Yeah,
I gotta
I
get
mean
you and mama both because y'all tripping. We
that's
need testimonies.
my motivation right now.
Testimonies.
Look, she don't even know it, and don't have to know it because that's stressful. I don't want to put no extra stress on nobody. Let them know they're my motivation. Just motivate me from a
Yeah,
distance.
right. Right. You got people in your life right now that you scroll through Facebook. And, hey, just be showing them love, putting a like, a heart, a love sign, a share, a comment, whatever. You ain't even got a comment, but I'm saying anything towards them, just looking at the post. They made the post so that you can see it. They didn't make the post for everybody to comment and like it. They just made it so you can see it. So to
Yeah,
keep you motivated.
right,
Because they know you watching. They know you watching, and they know it's helping you progress. So keep doing what you're doing.
for sure.
And for you motivators, brother, keep posting because people need to see it.
Absolutely. Matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna we got to get in because I don't have access to Jack and Jen anymore. On IG, I have no
Oh
idea why.
shit.
I
Okay,
got
yeah, I
kicked.
got
I
it.
got I got kicked out of there, and I don't know why. It's like I got kicked out of here. But
Yeah,
either way,
yeah. You when you go silent for a month, they don't give a damn about
no,
you.
that's
Oh,
exactly what I
so
did.
you don't love us no more. Look, see how your social media do you? Your family don't do you like that. Social media cut you off now, but you love fucking social media, y'all.
They
Hello.
will. They will.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Take a 30-day hiatus. See how your social media platforms do you.
say if they don't kick you off and you got to sign back in.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
just saying.
we'll
All
wait.
right. Hello. Cut the grass.
Y'all continue to enjoy y'all Sunday, man. Hey, love to see y'all. Thank you for all the people that prayed and everything like that for me and checked on me when I was down and out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people didn't know I was down and out because they ain't checking on their strong friends. Check on your strong friends.
Hey, I guarantee he got more messages the day that he posted than the versus the day that he was the days that he was going through it. I'm just saying. I love my brother. I just want to let y'all know. I love my brother. I'm always gonna be there for him. I'm grateful that he has somebody next to him that could relay information out to everybody because in our circle and in our family, all of us don't have that.
No,
Because I can guarantee you, we know plenty that's in our circle, that's in our family, that if something was to happen to them right now, their significant other would not be contacting us or nobody else in the family.
no,
So I am truly grateful for sis, dead ass. And that's coming from everybody in the family. I know I speak for everybody.
look. Shout out to sis. Cheers
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
cheers to the love. Cheers,
We
look,
gonna
because I wouldn't know
Woo.
where I would be if she wasn't there at that point in
For
time.
real, for real.
I
For
may
real,
not
for
have
real.
made it if I didn't wake up when I did wake up and saw her laying over there, whether she was purring, snoring, don't give a shit. Either way, she was there. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't good. Had to
Mm-hmm.
fight just for her to go get some new clothes. Go get some clothes. You ain't got no clothes and ain't gonna
Yeah,
do
that's fair.
watch and everything like that.
That's all right. No, I'm good. I gotta sit right here, butt booty naked.
I
They'll
ain't
see
going
it
nowhere.
all. I ain't going nowhere. That's what
Look,
I'm talking about.
saw
That's what I'm
me.
talking
Hey, real quick story time before we get up out of here. Let me take this sip.
about.
One of the doctors came in, just to run through some numbers and everything like that. And I couldn't get out the bed. I was strapped to the bed, couldn't move, and had to use the bathroom. I don't know if y'all seen it, but they got those little plastic urinals in there for males while they're in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
He was in there, didn't give a shit. I had to go. Whipped it right out in front of him while he's sitting here talking. I'm like, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And look, he got out of there so fast, so fast. Cause that shit he probably ain't used to seeing. I
No,
gave a shit.
yeah, yeah. Nobody is used to seeing somebody whip their dick out, bro.
The way my muscles was set up, I couldn't hold it. I can't
Yeah.
hold
I,
like I
I
used to.
I understand what you're saying, bro, but dudes ain't used to seeing no man, whip their dick out in the middle of a,
Look,
you know
played
what I
too
mean?
many sports, was in the military too long. I didn't
Oh
give a
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, well, our lives is a lot different than a lot of men that grew up in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? If some of the men that grew up in our day and age that always holler this pause and gay shit, they wouldn't have made it.
I didn't give a fuck.
Hell no. Just don't bring that shit around me out and put these paws on you.
Look,
If I put these hands on you, there's a problem. Then I'm slam the little Peter Blacker in the door.
look.
Yeah, we had an incident in the locker room one time. I thought I was gonna die. Had to I had to go hide.
I had to go.
Yeah, bro,
Wasn't
crazy.
a whole. Wasn't on it. I ain't look. I ain't rap tight. Y'all continue to
Hey,
enjoy y'all day.
but always remember this, people. Hey, it don't matter what's going on everywhere else. Little man always working.
Look, I had to go.
Little
Yeah.
man was up, and y'all wonder why women be in there with the men that be in comas and shit, and they be fucking with them. Cause little man always, hey, what's going on in here?
I ain't got nothing
Standing
to
at
do with that.
attention. I'm just saying.
Got nothing to do with that. I just know
I
the way I
I
was
do
set
know
up.
this. The last 2 years, bruh had a stroke. Bruh done been in the hospital with other shit, but little man still work. And I leave y'all with that. So strength and patience to y'all. Keep it up. Keep it little man.
Vasectomy and all.
Keep you look. Hey. The vasectomy crew, brother. We gotta have a show about that shit. God damn it. You gotta put people on game.
Look,
It
matter of fact,
works.
next week, come on back. We're gonna talk about getting a vasectomy
Yeah,
or
you know
having a
what?
vasectomy. Life
Motherfucker right.
after, before, and during.
That's a great show right there.
I'm trying to tell you,
Yep.
and the freedom. Either way, we'll wait.
What? Boy. What? Can't wait.
The freedom. We'll
The
talk about that
freedom.
next week.
Yeah, we got
Y'all,
y'all next week. Y'all enjoy it.
look, be blessed, love, strength, patience. Check on your strong friends. Jump off the porch. Hey, brother, man, I love you. Appreciate you,
Love you, bro.
man.
Yes, sir. Always.
I say, I can't just give you game for free. My shit